Hello and welcome to my wargame Airland Battle How To out of the closed beta. Today we will have a closer view at the support vehicles, and therefore I got again my assistant Eugen, who will help me to show you the problems and the benefits which the support vehicles will offer you. Therefore we will of course open again a 1 versus 1 battle, and well, there we go. As you can see, again I made a new deck for this battle, and of course this is just meant to be a support deck. Well, and again it's goal, and I guess Eugen is ready, and well, there we go. And Eugen, if you want to introduce yourself again, feel free to do so.
I'm again Eugen. And if you don't know me, watch the latest video.
Well, that was of course a very great and interesting introducing, and so there we go. He's again Eugen. Last time he wasn't Eugen, you know. Well, okay. In this case, as you can see, we have plenty of support vehicles, and there are, for example, mortars, medium artillery and large artillery, and different types of anti-air. That's the main thing that the support vehicles are made for. And to start with, we will of course capture a few command points or control zones to get command points, and therefore let's do this. What can I say all about this stuff? Of course, mortars do have the smallest range usually, but they are very accurate in the most cases. The bigger artilleries are better for area hitting, and the largest artillery is something like a sniping artillery. If you want to hit a huge or important target, you should use them, and therefore we will just have several targets from Eugen. He will just pile these up, and I will show you different benefits of these different artillery types, and after that we will go to the anti-air units. So just call in some of these artillery types, and then we will see what happens. By the way, this MLRS, I guess some of you already know these units, are something special about artillery, because they are not like doing great damage to any type. They are more to demoralize the enemy troops. Of course, if you hit something with this unit, you can actually damage them, but you shouldn't expect too much from these guys, because they are not made to actually kill tanks or whatever you maybe expect from them. Well then, Eugen, I would suggest that you place some units in the reinforcement point, which is closer to your starting point, and because I don't know how exactly it's called in the pact, or at the pact site.
Center, I guess you mean?
Yeah, maybe. This is quite possible.
Well, I moved all the infantry now to Dimitri. So
Dimitri is that on my case, I guess. Okay, then
yes.
I will
But place a command vehicle at center, so I can play there later.
Okay, so I got to transport my artillery to Echo, I guess, or Elena in your case?
Yes.
Well then, so while our artillery is on the way, as you can see, they got different ranges. That's of course the usual stuff, and some of them, like the M109A6 Paladin, got the ability to fight battle vehicles directly. As you can see, the range at ground is 1925 meters, and the accuracy is not that good, but in the worst case, if these guys got attacked, you can actually make them defending themselves at least a little bit. That's of course not possible with every unit. For example, the mortars don't have this ability. They have of course a machine gun, but against tanks it wouldn't work too well. And the largest artillery, if we take a look at these guys, it's not that easy to fire these guns at the bottom directly. Well, actually I can't see too much, but let's send our Kiowa to have a closer look. In the last patches there were several advances or adjustments in the balancing, so they have changed many things. And if you want to have a closer look at these changes, you can of course follow the link in the description. There are every single change they have made listed, if you are interested in these things. And there have been posted the first single player campaign screenshots, so I will post a link of these also. Well, as you can see, we do see the first units. And do you place all of these guys in the city actually?
No, I leave a troop outside.
Well, that would make sense, because you know, artillery is not the best to actually hit targets in cities.
I know, because of it they place one troop in the city and one troop outside to show it.
Just one son. Well,
you want more to kill?
Sure. Okay, let's start with our mortars. As you can see, the range is already too slow, or too low, not too slow, but we are closing in. And these guys have a range of 6,300 meters, which is of course enough to be at the second line, but you should always mention that these are not made to fight in close range battles, and you should watch these guys very closely. Well, and actually we are in range, and I would say just pick a target if we actually could manage to find these guys. What the? Okay, I can't actually target these infantry guys. Come on, now. Well, that was a bit weird, but our artillery should actually kill these guys right now. And as you can see, these mortars are firing quite fast. This is of course just meant to be an information or an adjustment, because usually you wouldn't have just one or two of these mortars, so this is meant as a battery. And as you can see, actually we hit these guys not too well, but at least we killed a few of them. And I would say let's try this with our MLRS. Oh no, we will start with the Paladin. And as you can see, the accuracy is quite the same, but of course the shells are a bit bigger. So if these guys hit, they should kill more of these infantry's. And I do have serious trouble with targeting with artillery today. Well, of course the bigger artilleries do need more time to aim, but that's usually not a problem. And there flies several shells, and let's see. Well, and this is of course the problem with this type of artillery. They have actually to hit, but as you can see, the holes these guys make are a bit bigger than these from the mortars. And now we go to the M110A2. These guys are the snipers of the artillery from the Americans, and as you can see, they got just 4 shots. That means 2 shots for every unit. And then you could actually leave these vehicles where they are, please. So I will just shoot them there with my high range, high accuracy RT. And while you may think, well, they got just accuracy 4, these are meant about the whole range, so the closer they are, of course, the better the accuracy is. And as you can see, if these guys hit something, this is really heartbreaking. Of course, you can always use these guys to hit infantry or whatever, but usually these greater artilleries are made to kill command vehicles, or if you want them to kill the enemy's anti-air. And that's why you should always think about where you will waste your supplies, because these guys do eat these supplies very fast. As you can see, the supplies are going down very fast, and this is just for 2 shots. But of course they can actually hit very well. Well, that's about the normal artillery. Let's go over to our MLRS and just use these guys as targets again. And as you can already see, the correct shot is even bigger than this of the other artilleries. That means, of course, that these guys will hit a larger area, and so if there is a large force, you can make them demoralize. And if they hit, of course, they could do devastating damage, but of course just against light armored vehicles or infantry. Against tanks they are not so well suited. But of course you shouldn't expect your whole artillery to kill every unit with just 1 shot. Usually artillery is not meant to kill larger troops or larger tanks, because then the armor should strong enough, or should be strong enough to stop these guys from killing the tanks. But of course they can demoralize them, and this is of course a quite important thing also.